affected me, and I would hope it affected a lot of people. And God bless you, Suzanne, for writing that song and putting it out there. You know, because like a lot of my stuff, it just makes people stop short as they're going about. You hear that on the radio and whatever you do, you just stop, you know, and it takes it in. But the thing about Daddy Please Don't now, as a father, hearing that back through and everything, and then you sort of think, then what on earth, because it's not as if it's not a true story, it's not one that I had any kind of personal experience of. One hears about it in the newspapers and stuff. And I guess if you want the truth, there was a girl where I used to live in Chard back in the early 70s that happened to, word got out. Well, I don't think there is, I mean I was such a kid at the time, you know. I don't think there was the privacy or anything like that that is afforded to victims these days. But whether that was anything to do with the writing of the song, I mean, I wouldn't know now, you know, 30 years later. But I don't think so. The original handwritten lyrics, they are all in a strong box up in the loft, and being disabled, I can't get up there and get them out. I'd love to do it. Well, not just for that song, but, you know, just so maybe my children can have them if someone would let them. But anyway, you know, so hearing it back as a parent, now you sort of think, okay, so what was the trip switch then, where you went from, okay, I'm going to go out to work and bring some money home, and buy you clothes and buy you dinner, and you know, we're going to play hide and seek, and I'm going to read you a bedtime story, and into that, you know. But it happens still. It's happening out there every day. I know it's happening every day, because how much of this can I give away? Well, yeah, I mean, is it? I mean, this is a true story, okay, so maybe a year ago, I guess, I went through a divorce, and I was concerned about the welfare of my children. That's the subject of another book, which I don't have to hand. And someone I knew worked in social services, and I said to her, I don't understand, and yet no one does anything. And she said to me, we've got a family on our books where something similar to this is going on, and they don't step in, the child's not in physical danger of being killed, and they're aware about breaking families. So it still goes on as well. Now, the reason I did put that out there is I've got some excoriating stuff about children's social services to come. A lot of it has been touched on in some of my later books. I'm going off message here. I'll save that for another day. Anyway, so Daddy Please Don't, you know, again, I don't know, as I say, I don't know anyone else who's put a song out there like that, and I certainly couldn't sing it now. In the Shadow of St. Paul, again, that's a wide-ranging song, so a lot of people take on their takes of what it is, but yeah, you know, there's not any kind of blast about religion in there at all. There's, you know, the meek shall inherit the earth, but as I always say, yeah, but the rich will just get a good lawyer and contest the will. And She's Cried a Million Tears, which in these CDs I have found 4 different versions of now, including the original home demo, acoustic demo, the first time I ever recorded it, which was, and as I say, and if you Chrome, that's the last song you've heard there, a song about domestic abuse. And again, 86 I think I wrote that, and I'm honoured to have written that song, because it was given to me, you know. I remember the writing of it to this day, lying on my bed upstairs, and I was just there with my songbook, just idly jotting down stuff, maybe, because sometimes I just sit down for an hour and write 5 or 6 songs in a row, you know. And that just came out like that, and I remember my brain was doing the verses so far ahead, you know, and the verses were coming and the story was playing out, and I always write in these, I mean, I could still write, I write in these tiny little neat capitals, big all and everything, and which is a slow process, you know. And I was afraid, I remember feeling this this grip, icy clutch at my heart, he says for dramatic effect. Thinking, oh my God, because the verses go, I've lost so many songs that way, you know. I don't have a pen and paper to hand when the song will just come to me somewhere and it's gone forever, you know. Never comes back. And but I got it all out, you know, and I remember, and I look back on it and I thought, wow, you know. You write some songs, and I always say some songs were given to you, and someone, somewhere in the songwriting gods went, this song needs to come out, and we're going to let you be the conduit for it. No more, no less than that. Anyway, I've talked longer than the video's run on now, haven't I? So, tune in for part 2 of Bitter Realities Cut 1.